Hello, all you wonderful Virgos. Are you ready for your June astrological horoscope forecast? Well, here it is. And you don't have to be an astrologer to see that there's lots of activity right up here at the top of the chart. So let's just jump into it and see what all is waiting in store for you. Let's start with Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money and art and all things lovely. It has been in your ninth house of travel and higher education. So, have you been traveling or at least dreaming about it? Are you communicating with people at a distance who you love? Well, Venus will remain in that ninth house of the higher mind, of the principle of the thing, until the 8th of June, when it moves, it crosses your midheaven, which is the very top of the chart. It's what the world sees of you. And what it sees is a loving person. When Venus moves into your 10th house of your career, you're loving what you're doing. Now, if you're a teacher, you're on vacation. And you are loving that. And I'm sure you have earned that. So your career improves. There's more financial recognition, more personality that you're expressing, more love that you're expressing. And if you have been thinking of making a move upward in your career after the 8th of June, you can go ahead and do that. It may be that you get an advancement of some sort, or it can simply be that everybody loves you and wants to be around you. That is not bad. Now let's look at the yellow planet, the sun, the giver of life. Wherever the sun is, that's the area of life that comes alive. It has been in your 10th house of career. And so you have been the natural leader. You have taken leadership, whether on the job or with your friends. You're just the in charge, go-to person. And so you can continue to do that in your career. You are center stage. Then on the 21st, the sun enters the 11th house of friends and hopes and wishes and humanitarian projects. It's really beautiful. And since the sun is the center of our life, your friends become the center of your life, with you possibly as the leader. So keep that in mind. Now, Mercury is the blue planet. It's what we think about and talk about. It's in your 10th house, so you're thinking about your career from from a position of authority. You are speaking out. Now, on the 4th of June, it moves into your 11th house, and there's lots of communication with friends. You're thinking about your friends. You're talking to your friends. And let us keep in mind that the new moon on June 3rd amplifies that entire 10th house. And that's when your public image, your career, really starts to move forward. Up until that point, right around from June 1st and 2nd, while we're in the dark of the moon, the potential is there, but it doesn't kick in till the new moon on the 3rd. Okay, so on the 4th, it moves into your 11th house. Lots of communication with friends, lots of talking, lots of group activities, and the ability to put your hopes and wishes into operation, at least getting clear on what they are. And then on the 26th, Mercury, your conscious mind, moves into your 12th house of the subconscious mind. It deals with the 12th house deals with behind the scenes, cat fur everywhere here. It deals with behind the scenes activities, and you're thinking of pulling back and retreating, whether just getting away from it all, whether getting on a plane and going someplace. But your thinking becomes more introspective, which is quite lovely. Now, let's move back to Mars, the red planet. Mars is passion. Mars is anger. Mars is what we throw ourselves into. Wherever Mars is in your chart, This is what you're willing to fight for or fight with. And so it's in the 11th house of friends. You'll take a stand for your friends. You may go to toe with a couple of them. That's okay. The 11th house is hopes and wishes. And this is the time to put your hopes and wishes into action. Don't you love it? So, we've got the sun and Venus and Mercury and Mars and the new moon. However, on the 17th of June, we have the full moon. And the full moon is wherever it falls in the chart. That's the area of life that comes to a head. It goes pop. It's in your 4th house of home, family, and real estate. So, do you have children who have graduated from college who are moving out? Are you thinking of renovating your house? Are you thinking of visiting family members? In other words, everything that deals with emotional security, which is what home and family represents to most people. That is what comes to a head. Many people are at the brink of becoming empty nesters, and they're saying, now what do I do? Now you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do, don't you? So that's June. Don't you love it? Now, if you're planning on making plans for July, Mercury is retrograde in July. Just a little heads up. So before July arrives, if you're thinking of making changes in your home or family situation, for example, do it right around that full moon. So that's it for now. Join me next month when once again we take a look at your forecast for July. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.